This little tiny thing has been one of the best projects I've sewn in a long time. It holds your cards that are in your wallet or your purse. I use a fanny pack and kept losing my cards. And some fanny packs are a little bit different than others. So depending on which one I was using, there was a place for them to go in the fanny pack. But this one that I'm using now did not have a place for my cards. And so it was driving me crazy. So I didn't want a wallet with a snap. I didn't want a wallet with a zipper. I just wanted a wallet for my cards. So today I'm going to show you how you can sew this for whatever bag you use to keep your cards straight. This seriously could be like a 30-minute project, all right? So what I have in here, is my ice cream cone card from Wendy's. Anyways, this is what I've got. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4 pockets. I have 4 slide-in pockets. So I have a couple cards in each pocket. It's not that big of a deal. The top pocket, nothing goes deep and it doesn't get lost either. This fabric I used came from Alaska, and I bought it when I was teaching on the Alaskan cruise last year. So much fun, good memories. And I thought, okay, I just need a cute little fabric to make this wallet up. So to start with, you are going to need a stabilizer and then your fabric. Okay, I've got my stabilizer cut and I'm ready to start. This is a little bit fiddly, so just to let you know, you are going to have to use your card to find out the size that you need. The first thing you're going to do though is lay this down so your edge of the fabric lines up with the measurement on your mat. You want to make sure that when you place your card down, it's at the 1/2 inch because you're going to be sewing a 1/4 inch seam all the way around this. And you don't want to make this pocket not work or have your card stick out. So you're going to lay your card down and you are going to grab your fabric and fold it up until it goes, just about a 1/4 inch of your card is visible. This is kind of test and try deal. So you're going to continue to do this with each of your pockets. The fabric is a little tight on that long strip. So if you have yardage instead of a fat quarter and you can do 24 inches, it probably would be a little bit easier. So I've got 1, 2, 3 pockets. What you do is lay your card down and then you fold the fabric up until it hits that edge of the card. I have my card so it's lined up almost to the top of that pocket. So you're going to pull that fabric up, holding that card in place, and then, making the pocket a 1/4 inch, maybe a little bit larger than a 1/4 inch down. This last pocket, you're going to have to play with. It might be a little more shallow because what we're going to do is we're going to take this extra flap and we are going to fold it over so it matches the size. It lines right up to that edge. I've almost got it. I need to make another adjustment, maybe a little bit smaller pocket. So this last pocket might not be as deep. If you'd like, you can, again, use a wider or a longer strip and your measurement would be a little better or a little bit easier to fudge on this side. All right, that is good. What I'm going to do is go to the iron and I'm going to press this really well so it gives those pockets a nice crease. When you sew this, you don't want any of those pockets to fold back. All right, I've got this nice and pressed. What you're going to do now is take your stabilizer and stick it on the side that doesn't have any pockets, okay? So this is the side with the pockets. You want to put it on the other side. What you're going to do now is stitch all the way around this, leaving an opening at the top edge for turning right sides out. Looks like I need to fiddle with this just a little bit more because they are not lining up to that edge. So make sure your edges are lined up. You're going to be stitching through all those layers all the way around. Leave that opening for turning. All right, here we go. It's a little bulky. We're going to snip our corners. Oh, looks like I ran out of bobbin. Hold on just a minute. Okay, second try. Snip your corners. You can cut off any of that bulk as well along the sides. So go right ahead and trim it down because it is a lot of fabric because of all those folds. So, all right, once this is trimmed down, you're just going to turn it right sides out. Find something you can poke those corners out to get them to lay nice and flat. Something like the purple thing works really well, and they're super cheap. Don't stab through your corner if you can help it, because sometimes it does get sharp. All right, now that it is laying nice and flat, you can see we've got all of the pockets. You can check these to make sure, but they work really well. Now we are going to take this to the iron and you're going to fold this end under and then give it a nice press. We're going to stitch all the way around this whole thing to close the top as well as to give it more stabilization on the sides. We want it to be able to not get so floppy in our bags and get lost, and to hold the shapes, and those pockets need to stay tight. All right, that took a minute, but my top is folded in and I'm ready now. I'm just going to stitch all the way around this whole thing 1/8 of an inch. All right. This is what it now looks like. I've got some raw edge over here, so I missed something, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. All right, my cards fit in here nicely. Of course, my Wendy's scoop card. But look at that. This is a great little, just a card wallet for any of your bags, fanny packs, or whatever you have. If you put them in the tall way, it doesn't really fit, but they slide in very nicely. I've never had any of my cards fall out. Once you start packing them in, they stay in here really nicely.